Ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Big video today, lots to unpack, but before we get into it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'm actually going to be doing a DSA tier list. It's going to be ranking every character in the game from S tier down through to F tier, and it's going to be an overall tier list, so it's going to be taking into account raids, ascension, expeditions, PvP, ST, you name it. It'll include it all. I know it makes it difficult to rank characters, but I think we've done a good job here, and hopefully it will help guide you into making the right farming decisions. Anyway, let's jump into the main topic of today's video, which is this Kida and Genie team. Now, I've been running this team for the past couple of raids, trying to optimize it. I put a video out there of about a 1.2 million run. Today, I've got a 2.5 million run against 2 heads. I'm sure I can do better. I'm trying to improve every raid, but in any case, I've got some tips and tricks for you in this video, and obviously the footage, which I'm just going to play out. Before we get into the footage, I do have a couple of things to say about certain characters. Positioning is very, very important, so obviously use the positioning that I've got here right now. The problem with Genie being in front of Zeus is that Zeus gives him evade, so he can never get his copies out in the beginning, so it's important that you have Genie away from Zeus. Frozone is the other one I don't really care about, and to be honest, he can probably be replaced by another Sorcerer's Chosen, but he's here to freeze Genie and give him those undefeatables, which goes a long way when you start shadowing him. And he's also going to slow the Titan. Him being in the open spot here, away from Zeus, and the protective cover of his evades, means that he's the least valuable in this team, and you're hoping he's the one that bites the dust in the first insta-kill. Kida. Now once Kida gets empowered, she becomes extremely valuable. On getting empowered, she's going to summon the Stone Kings. Now every turn the Stone Kings take, they give your entire team damage reflect and 3,500 shield. This is huge when you're trying to survive the Rock Bash. You really want to have those Stone Kings spawn adjacent to Zeus as well, because Zeus will be able to give them haste for 2 turns, and this basically allows you to build up shields quickly. Kida's second special when she's empowered is also very important because she gives the team crit immunity and harmful immunity for 2 turns. The Titan's Rock Bash is devastating because of the debuffs it lands and the bonus damage it lands on defense down. With harmful immunity, you prevent those debuffs and you give yourself more survivability. Now you might be thinking, well, I kind of need those debuffs to spawn extra Genie copies. The board should be full at this point, and if it isn't, the Rock Bash will 100% charge your spells and enable you to shadow. Genie. Now unlike against Tornado Titan, the original Genie is actually pretty important. Now the reason being is because that Rock Bash is highly devastating. When Genie makes a copy of himself passively, that duplicate is only going to have 30% of his health. In the same way, when you use Pan's Shadow on Genie, that shadow is only going to have 45% of the Genie's statistics. So in essence, every time you make a copy and then a copy of a copy, you're going to be losing health, and the survivability goes out the window. So it's kind of important to keep around that original Genie, which means you're going to be relying on quite a lot of RNG. Please note that when you use Maurice's copy on the Genie duplicate, the real Genie he creates is also going to have 30% of your original Genie's health. To reiterate the point about Pan's Shadow, it's going to spawn with 45% of the target teammate's statistics. If you're relying on Pan's Shadow to spawn extra Genies, note that the damage from this shadow is going to be less than the Maurice produced Genies and the Genie copy of himself. A couple of things you'll notice as I launch this footage: I swapped out Cauldron for Sugar Rush. Cauldron just didn't really do anything, and it obviously took up a place on the field that I needed for a Genie copy. And Sugar Rush will just give you that haste and speed boost to take more turns and to get more damage down on the rocktitan. So with Kida, I'm always going to give that heal to Genie to give him that extra shield. Now as you can see, you're going to freeze Genie with Frozone. With Frozone, you'll see I didn't choose to use his slow there because I wanted the Rock Titan to have his turn and to make sure that Genie was going to be debuffed. Now you can see I've got 3 genies on the field. Just going to pause it there real quickly, guys, and explain the field. You can see that the Stone Kings are spawned adjacent to Zeus and have been given haste by Zeus on his passive, which is huge because now I'm going to be able to build up those shields. You'll also see that the Genie duplicate of himself spawned in front of Zeus, which means that that copy with 30% health is protected and also easily identifiable for my Maurice to make copies of. I finally get the slows out, and this is where you start spreading out the damage on both heads. And now I can make another real Genie clone. So now I've got 4 Genies on the board, 3 of which are real and 1 of which is the duplicate made by Genie himself. And now 5 Genies and I've got the board completely filled. Kida's about to take a turn. Now got harmful immunity and crit immunity, and my shadows ready to use whenever I'm going to lose a character. This is the ideal setup, guys. So I'm going to place the next shadow down. When deciding to attack each head, I tend to prioritize the insta-kill over the rock bash because the rock bash is just so devastating. So you can see in both instances so far, I've not had a rock bash yet, just insta-kills. And that's because of how the magic works when the rock titan gets to empowered. He seems to fill up magic quicker, so he bypassed the rock bash and went straight to the insta-kill. And there you go, I survived the first rock bash. Now just going after the head which delivered that rock bash, because it's going to be an insta-kill next. Rock bash is coming up no matter which I choose, so I chant Sugar Rush, and it kind of worked out for me here. Again, at this point with Zeus, I'm going to try keep my main Genie alive. I've been lucky so far with the insta kills that I've still got my main Genie to copy from. You see how devastating these rock bashes are, guys, but got another shadow, got my Sugar Rush charged again. So you can see there's a lot of luck involved in the insta kills. I've had my main Genie survive this whole time. Whenever Kida can use that second special, always use it. And my run's just about to be over now, guys. And there you have it, guys. 2.5 million. A great team for anyone to use. It's actually really fun. There is a fair amount of RNG involved, I'm not going to lie. But it can deliver huge numbers nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed this video today, guys. If you did, would really appreciate a like. Comment your thoughts. I'm always looking to improve this. If you think I could be doing something better, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.